Hey guys, what's up sa inyo? Makinig ng kwentuhan ng buhay at karanasan kasama si Albert at Christian. Ito ang sinama kung sa pag-uusapan natin ng buhay-buhay dito sa New Zealand at tips para masimulan ang journey mo dito. Ready ka na? Let's go!
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Let's
Kamusta, Bert?
go! Ayos lang. Lunes
Busy?
na lunes. Ang lamig kanina. Grabe,
Oo.
sobrang lamig dito. Like, kanina umaga paglabas ko ng mga 7:45. Sobrang foggy dito sa paglabas ko. Then pagkasakay ko ng van, nagyayelo na yung yung windshield ko, kaya kailangan ko pa magstay doon mga 5 to 10 minutes para tanggalin yung yung yelo.
Ayos yan. Minsan hindi ko na imagine yung sarili ko sa position mo, Bert. Ang hirap ng trabaho mo, no? Lalo na ngayong winter.
Oo, lalo na ngayong winter, sobra.
Grabe.
Mag-chills ka talaga kung di ka magpatong-patong ng
Oo.
damit, tapos may kapote ka pa and things, tapos may gloves ka pa, di ba?
Grabe. Kasi mahapdi yun eh, yung pag sobrang lamig, mahapdi sa kamay,
Mag-ano na siya. Magnanab na siya. Isipin mo kung may mga tools kami na bakal. Halimbawa, ladder. Sobrang lamig, hawakan mo yung bakal na ladder. Ang sakit sa kamay. Ang sakit sa kamay talaga, sobra.
May gloves kayo pag ano?
May gloves ka na latex lang. Meron din namang gloves na panghukay na pwede mong isuot. Pero hindi pa rin siya, cold proof. Kaya lalamigin ka pa rin talaga. Pero pakilala na, nakikita na rin naman nila yung guest natin. Pakilala na rin natin yung guest natin. So, guys, welcome natin, Bobby Chua. Madami siyang inputs about sa topic natin, which is yung side hustle na cryptocurrency. So, welcome natin, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome, Bobby.
Welcome. Mr. Bobby Chua.
Albert. Good evening sa
Magandang gabi
Good
sa'yo.
evening. Thank you sa pag accept ng natin, ng invitation. Pag-accommodate sa amin. Thank you.
Ako dapat magpasalamat kasi it's one way talaga to educate. Lalo na when something is so new talaga, we need someone na can give you an information na non-biased in a way so that para yung mga tao, they can make their own decision.
Tama yun.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, ganda nun. Tama yan. Bago ang lahat, sabihin muna natin kung magkano yung natin.
Sisimula usapang pera lang naman eh. Magkano yung exchange rate natin?
So, exchange rate natin ngayon is 34.61. Kontra $1.
$1 is to...
Solid, no?
Pwede na.
$34. Mataas niya.
Start ako dito, that was $24 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
10 years ago. Ang laki ng itinaas niya, nagdoble na, no?
Oo.
Lahat naman yata pa, depende sa lakas ng ekonomiya, no? Pero bago tayo magsimula sa full, ano yung mga disclaimer mo? Magde-disclaim na ba tayo? Or pag-usapan muna natin yung medyo muna intro ni Mr. Bobby.
Ni Bobby.
Yes.
Sir Bobby. Sir Bobby, konting brief summary lang ng buhay mo from Pilipinas to New Zealand, then visa pathway mo and kung ano yung trabaho mo ngayon.
Current work mo ngayon.
Okay. Sige. So, sa Philippines, I'm from Davao and doon ako lumaki sa Davao. So, nakita ko talaga yung pamamalakad ni Mr. President. Kumbaga, and it's been a pleasure, to be honest, yung sa pamamalakad niya. I've seen the worst of Davao. I've also seen the best of Davao for the duration na nandun ako. So, it was good. Profession ko sa Philippines, nursing. Specializing sa surgery. So, couple of years na nag-nursing doon, and then to be honest, wala talaga akong planong mag-Amerika, lumipat ng ibang bansa. Chill lang.
Chill lang yan.
Doon lang sa Davao. After ng duty, doon sa diretso sa computer, laro ng Counter-Strike. Chill lang. Okay.
Yun lang.
So, Tapos, at some point, meron akong isang kasama sa nurse din sa theater, sa work, na nauna dito sa New Zealand and currently nasa New Plymouth siya. So, nung nauna siya, nag-message na sa akin na, Bob, punta ka dito. Ang ganda ng New Zealand. Tapos, yun, tinuro niya lang ako na saan daw ako pwedeng magpatulong sa mga visa. So, Golden Summit yung pangalan. I'm not sure kung nandyan pa sila, but that was in Davao na agency. So, dumaan ako ng agency, siguro mga 1 taon na processing before ako nakapunta sa New Zealand. Oo. But I've never really dreamed of going sa Amerika and sa ibang bansa. Yun lang. Yun lang talaga nagsimula na, try mo kasi maganda dito. So yun, pagpunta ko sa New Zealand, yung pinakauna kong city na tinirhan kasi I had to study pa ng 6 weeks doon sa Hastings. And yeah, very, very new kasi nga, nung makita mo sa eroplano, wala kang makikitang buildings eh. Puro
farm.
grass, farm.
Actually, magandang topic yan, no? Yung unang mong perspective ng paglapag mo ng eroplano. No?
Tapos, ayun, parang talagang totally iba. Then, doon ko nakita yung mga tao na naglalakad na walang tsinelas, nakapaalam. Tapos lahat ng namimit mo along the way sa street, binabati ka. And then I think ang pinaka cool nung first day namin talaga is yung huminto yung sasakyan at pinatawid kami. Kasi huminto yung sasakyan.
Yes.
Sa pedestrian,
Grupo kasi kami. So, huminto yung sasakyan, huminto din kami. Kasi hindi namin naintindihan na, okay, ano ba nangyari? Bakit siya huminto? So, that was really good. But yung Hastings and Napier, ang ganda. Hindi ko alam winery pala yun eh. So, ang ganda ng Hastings.
Bakit yun nga yung sabi ni JP, tahimik daw doon. Hanggang ngayon yata tahimik pa din doon eh.
Yeah. And then from there, I've moved to Auckland. Practice ng nursing for 5 to 6 years sa Auckland's Manukau Surgery Center. And then, yun na yung nagkaroon ako ng kids. And then, doon na nagsimula na parang, okay, parang gusto kong something na pwede lang magtrabaho sa bahay. Doon na ako medyo nag-shift sa pagiging insurance advisor. Which hindi ko naman talaga pinlano. Nagkataon lang na bibili na kami ng bahay. Tapos, for some reason lang, kinulit ko lang yung mortgage broker na sabi ko, pwede ko bang gawin yan? Yung ginagawa mo. And kinulit ko siya for about, I think, 3 to 5 months na pabalik-balik. And then, yeah, the rest is history. Until now, since 2016, na January, I've been practicing as an insurance advisor. Pero I think nag-full-time ako mga 2018. So, full-time insurance advisor na since 2018 kasi hindi na kaya kasi I'm currently looking after more than 600 clients. So, di kakayanin yung servicing. Di kakayanin yung servicing. Kaya, puro bahay lang ako ngayon. Pero yeah, this is now what I do full-time sa insurance.
Ano pong insurance yung inaano nyo?
Basically, I deal with everything. Hindi lang yung sa mga commercial side na mga liability insurance. Pero mostly yung sa personal talaga, sa life, critical illness, medical, income protection. I also deal with Kiwi Saver. Yeah, but mainly sa insurance talaga ako nagfo-focus.
Ano po yung ano yung tipping point na nakapag-decide kayo na pumunta sa insurance from nursing?
Actually, that's a very good question kasi I still remember that time na yung mga kids kasi dito pinanganak sa New Zealand. I got 2 kids. And then growing up, lalo yung first one ko, hindi naman masakitin but every now and then talaga talagang bumabalik na may sakit, then lagnat, ganon. And then I remember na, alam mo sa trabaho na sasabihin mo yung boss mo na, pwede ba ako mag-sick leave kasi may sakit yung anak ko. And then sa nursing kasi you cannot just do that which is in a way parang for me lang it's not fair. But pag busy kasi at saka walang manpower, kahit may sakit yung anak mo, you're forced to actually work. And yun yung tipping point na parang, okay, parang for me, parang hindi siya tama. Parang I want to have something na pag nagkasakit yung anak ko, I just want to make sure na nandun ako na hindi na kailangan na mag-ask ng permission pa sa iba na kailangan ko i-look after yung anak ko. So yun yung talagang parang tipping point na parang, okay, I think it's time na mag-shift.
Ano yun, no? Parang everything is not planned talaga na parang may mga ganun talaga, may spontaneous things na dumarating na parang wala naman sa plano pero kailangan as an adult, kailangan mong mag-decide upon for better future and for better para nga yun nga tulad sa mga kids mo, maaalagaan mo na sila ng kahit nagtatrabaho ka and wala ka ng someone na tatanungin na pwede ba akong mag-off muna kasi may sakit. Tapos ang bigat nun sa loob, grabe.
Hindi kasi buhay din yung kapalit dun yung sa nursing part yata yun ng oath nyo, di ba? Na parang hindi mo kailangan mo i-prioritize yung mga pasyente mo over something personal or
technically may balance naman pero at medyo to be fair sa mga managers din, medyo sometimes naiipit ka din kasi you have to run the whole unit and syempre pag kulang you cannot deliver kumbaga. Oo.
Actually, akala ko dahil din sa alam mo sa isang mga hot topic dito sa New Zealand yung wages ng sa healthcare. Na parang yung nag-rally sila dahil sa hindi sila tapos napaka-toxic ng nila ng environment nila, tulad short staff sila and at the same time hindi sila fully compensated. Tapos you're here in New Zealand, yung sa kabilang across the ditch lang sa Australia ang taas ng bayad ng mga nurses compared sa New Zealand, 'di ba? So parang akala ko yun lang. Akala ko yun yung natin. Pero okay lang. Gusto ko lang i-brought up yung gusto ko lang i-brought up.
Magandang topic yun actually. Magandang topic yun for future natin, for future reference natin yung topic na yun kasi hot topic pa yun since matagal ko nandidinig din yun nga sila na yung union nila is may pinaglalaban na wage rate. Pero anyway, dalhin na natin dun sa sa first question natin kay Sir Bobby. So, kwentuhan natin is, disclaimer lang, this is, we are not encouraging you na mag-invest sa cryptocurrency. This is just to inform you what is cryptocurrency and anong pwedeng mangyari with cryptocurrency and anong possibilities na why should you invest in cryptocurrency. Pero hindi namin sinasabi sa inyo na bumili kayo dahil itong ikukwento namin is mostly it's experience and we are not the right person to talk about investing. Yeah, this is just a disclaimer for everyone na nakikinig na pwede kayong magkaroon ng idea to what we are gonna say or stories to tell, but still you need to
do your own research.
Do your own due diligence na do your own research for your sake din. At pera mo yan, hindi namin pera yan, hindi namin pakikalaman. So first question for you, Sir Bobby, is since you're into cryptocurrency, ano nga ba yung cryptocurrency and ano yung pagkakaiba nito sa ibang currency na
Sige. So to be able to understand yung cryptocurrency, basically it's just another form of transaction na involving din yung pera. But we're no longer dealing with physical money. We're now dealing with digital money. So hindi mo na nahahawakan. It's purely digital. But to be able to understand talaga bakit ba lumabas ang cryptocurrency, kasi hindi naman basta-basta lalabas yan eh. Lahat ng nangyayari sa mundo, lumalabas kasi it's trying to solve a problem. So like Netflix, lumabas yung Netflix kasi nakita nila na, bakit lahat kailangan pumunta ng cinema where in fact pwede ka naman manood sa bahay. Which is kind of like making life easier. So sa cryptocurrency, I want to start with ano bang nangyari like decades and centuries ago? Paano ba nagsimula yung mga taong mag-trade? Paano ba tayo dati bumibili? So I'm not going to be very specific, but I'll just pick some mga highlights na nangyari way back pa sa kapanahunan ng mga tao. Can you guys still remember na, although we didn't live that time, pero you probably remember that the very first time ang ginawa ng mga tao is, kung kailangan ko ng isang sako ng bigas, bibigyan kita ng something na meron ako. So nagba-barter tayo.
Barter trading.
Barter, yes.
So isang sakong bigas, kailangan ko ng isang sakong bigas, bigyan kita ng, sabihin natin, 3 manok. Okay? So that's how we did before, and people didn't really tawag dito, parang okay lang, walang lugi. Okay, walang lugi. Basta may natanggap ako, that's fine. And then eventually, what they realized is, okay, binigyan mo ako ng 5 manok, hindi ko naman kailangan ng 5 manok. So paano ko gagamitin yung 5 manok to really buy something else? Kasi kung kailangan ko ulit, sabihin natin gulay, pero yung iba-barter ko, hindi man niya kailangan ng manok, hindi ako makakabili ng gulay doon sa binigay ng manok sa akin. So eventually, fast forward ko, doon na lumabas yung mga gold, silver, at saka yung mga, actually it started with silver and copper. Okay, so yun na yung mga coins. Okay, so that kapag meron kang binili, it's now coins. So that yung natanggap mong coins, pwede mo siyang ibili kung ano talaga yung kailangan mo. Okay? So yun yung parang second phase. Yung third phase ng pera, they realize na, you know what, kung madami ka ng hinahawakang silver or coins, silver coins, copper coins, kung ang dami mo nang hinawakan, how will it make it easier, kumbaga, na pwede mo siyang dala-dalahin para igastos and, to make transactions. Kasi kung meron kang, sabihin natin, meron kang konting gold, hindi mo naman pwedeng kaskasin lang yung gold so that you can buy a sack of rice. Okay, so what they've done is, doon na lumabas yung paper money, which we call it fiat currency. So dati, ang fiat currency, may nakaback na silver, gold talaga. So sa isang papel na fiat currency, the reason why nagkaroon tayo ng fiat currency, kasi yung papel na yan, nakaback talaga siya. Meron siyang value. Okay? So hindi ka basta-bastang magpiprint lang ng pera. Kasi kailangan mong, parang may collateral, kumbaga. So ito yung, meron kang 100 na silver coins. Then there's a dati may certificate pa yan doon talaga sa bill na may nakasulat na parang serial number. So you've got that money na, okay, so ito yung parang papel na pera which actually certifies na meron talaga akong ganito kadaming silver.
Parang guarantee. Okay? Parang guarantee siya na.
So that was good. That was really good na na-invent yung paper money. The problem came in 1971 when President Nixon, and like I've said, do your own research for this, but I'm just going to highlight what President Nixon actually did. I'm pretty sure that was President Nixon about 1971. That was when everything changed kasi he decided na hindi na kailangan ng fiat currency to be backed by any of those gold, silver, or copper. So basically, we will now assume na yung mga pera natin has a value. And since then, parang naging normal na sa tao na, okay, this is the paper money, but it has value. We all assume that there's value. So, tuloy-tuloy lang, decades, and then, ayun, nagka-economic crash na. Okay, so nagka-economic crash na, and the madaming crash. There was one before 2008, meron sa 2008, but I want to highlight the pandemic last year. Kasi doon na-expose ang problema na nagsimula doon sa desisyon ni President Nixon, kumbaga, na every government and central bank all over the world has the luxury to print as many money as they want in a press of a button. Na wala namang value, kumbaga. Kasi that's simply, you're just printing a paper money na wala ka namang hinode talaga na X amount of gold for that. So wala siyang karugtong na value. So doon na nakita ng mga not just mostly the hardworking people, pero mas naunang nakita ng mga billionaires na okay, this is not good. Kasi number one, it's gonna cause hyperinflation, which is nakikita nyo ngayon yung presyo ng bahay tumataas ng it's not even gonna stop. It's all over the world, hyperinflation, kasi nga print sila ng madaming pera. So yung mga billionaires na nagkakaproblema sila kasi okay, so kung meron akong 10 billion ngayon and magka-hyperinflation and bababa yung value ng dollar kasi nade-devalue every time na nagpiprint ka, nagde-devalue ng dollar.
Nagde-devaluate, yes.
So ayaw nilang yung 10 billion nila magiging 5 billion na lang in the next 5 years. They don't want that. So naghahanap sila, okay, ano bang maganda? Is it gold? Okay, i-change ko yung 10 billion ko na fiat to gold or cryptocurrency. So someone invented cryptocurrency, which is until now, yung sa Bitcoin, hindi pa talaga nakilala kung sino. It's just a name na Satoshi, pero no one actually, no one knew him. But he created a system where panlaban siya sa fiat currency kasi baliktad eh. Sa Bitcoin itself, hindi ka pwedeng mag-print. The Bitcoin is coded to be only 21 million Bitcoin to be ever exist in the entire life ng blockchain. Okay? So, 21 million talaga lang yung max supply. Wala nang iba. Once it reach 21 million, automatically the computer stops gumawa ng Bitcoin. Which means it hold the value. Kasi baliktad siya eh. Kasi kapag nagpe-print kasi ng fiat currency, they just keep printing right now. Even the America is about to print another 1.7 trillion again for infrastructure. And it's making it worse. Yun yung nagkikreate na ng bubble ngayon. Yeah. So doon lumabas si cryptocurrency. It's a store of value. It's actually a technology. Okay, so
Bobby, exist lang.
Yeah. Sige.
May nasabi ka kasi na bubble eh. Para lang may idea yung mga listeners natin kung ano ba yung bubble. Pwedeng paki-explain.
Sige. So, when I mean bubble is lahat nag-i-inflate. Yung presyo ng bahay nag-i-inflate. Presyo ng pagkain nag-i-inflate. Presyo ng pretty much lahat. Lahat ng ginagastos natin, napapansin nyo, nagmamahal. Di ba? Christian, you've been here for more than 10 years, di ba? Yung grocery mo dati na sabihin natin $100, iba na di ba sa $100 na nabibili mo today?
Hindi ko po alam na yung parents ko nag-grocery dati.
So basically, everything is just going up na mabilis ng hyperinflation. And whether yung hyperinflation will lead to crash, we don't know yet. Okay? So, basically, doon ginawa si si cryptocurrency, which was 10 years ago na ginawa si cryptocurrency, ngayon lang talaga siya na boom kasi nga na-expose so much yung sa fiat currency na yung mga billionaires naghahanap ng way paano ilipat yung wealth nila. So, cryptocurrency is simply just money pa rin. Yes, bago siya sa lahat kasi nga it's digital currency. Same thing naman nung kakasimula pa lang ng fiat currency. Everyone, 100 years ago, everyone was actually parang naninibago pa rin. So, nasa stage pa tayo na naninibago tayo ngayon sa digital currency. But basically, cryptocurrency, ang definition ng cryptocurrency is it's a digital currency, and then yung technology behind it is actually blockchain. So, it records the transaction. So, magpapadala ako ng pera sa iyo, magpapadala ka ng pera sa akin. It records the transaction sa tinatawag na blockchain. Yung word na crypto is actually meaning na yung naka-record na transaction na pagpadala ko ng pera sa iyo sa blockchain, nakatago siya in forms of a code. So, naging code
encrypted siya.
Yeah.
Encrypted siya.
So, yun yung maganda sa blockchain. Kasi, lahat nakikita yung transaction natin. Kaya, when you hear people saying na, ginagamit yan sa money laundering, actually, no. Kasi, mas madali kang matrack. Kasi, malalaman kung saan mo pinadala, kailan mo pinadala, and saan mo pinadala. So, lahat ng nasa blockchain, nakikita natin. Like, ikaw, ako, si Christian, we can see everything sa blockchain. Transparent siya. Kaya hindi siya gagamitin for money laundering kasi ang dali mong hanapin. Kumbaga.
Yes.
Oo. So, that's simply
which contradicts yung idea ng money laundering, no? Kailangan mo itago kung saan yung
Yan yung sa blockchain. And ang nauna lang dyan sa cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. Pero there are over 8,000 as of today. There are over 8,000 digital currency na as of today.
Yes.
Hindi lang Bitcoin. Oo. So yan yung sa cryptocurrency.
Actually, madagdag ko yung term, Bobby, na decentralized. Kasi yun yung parang pinaka main selling point ng talaga ng Bitcoin. Ng crypto, which is decentralized. Hindi siya walang sinong bangko man na nagma-manage sa kanya. It's all about blockchains and transactions lang talaga.
That's correct. So basically, you don't need the bank kasi ikaw na yung bank ngayon. You basically hold everything and you can make transactions of your own without their permission na. So, yan yung kinatatakutan ng mga central banks and all over the world kasi nga anything na hindi makontrol ng isang gobyerno, medyo uneasy lang sila kasi nga hindi nila nakokontrol. Yeah.
Pero parang I don't know about sa SEC ng US, pero I think medyo ina-accept na nila sa ngayon. I've read
ang balita sa SEC kasi I follow we follow kasi yung level na nag-i-invest ako, nasa serious level ako nag-i-invest . So information to me is very crucial. The SEC about a week or two just decided na hindi nila gagalawin yung crypto until next year pa. So until next year pa sila gagawa ng mga decision for crypto. For now, they're just gonna leave it for now. Oo. Pero meron ang daming nang nakapending sa SEC ngayon na mga investment na sa Amerika, nag-apply ng ETF, Exchange Traded Fund, which allows them to buy cryptocurrency. Na bumibili na sila on the side, pero as a company, hindi pa sila pwedeng makapag bili talaga na talaga makita ng public until the ETFs actually get approved. And just to add lang, kasi na-remember ko lang, alam mo yung gold? Yung gold dati, wala namang ETF yan . Okay? ETF is simply kind of like parang you own a piece of gold, but technically you don't
Yes.
own the physical gold. Okay, so what happened when the gold actually managed to get their own ETF? Nag-shoot up yung price. Like, ang layo ng price from the time na nag-announce na may ETF na yung gold, anybody can acquire gold through ETF, ayun, nag-shoot na. So, they expect...
Meaning dumami yung bumili ng ETFs with sa gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically you're buying para siyang a portion kumbaga ng
yes.
investment.
At mas madali siya kasi yung ETFs, 'di ba? Someone is managing ETFs, like I don't know, may mga nagma-manage ng ETFs. Then sila yung sa kanila ka bibili, then sila yung bibili ng gold para sa or Bitcoin para sa iyo. Then a portion of that Bitcoin is mapupunta rin sa iyo. Pag tumaas yung gold or yung value ng crypto, tataas din yung value ng investment mo. So tama ba yung impression ka ng ETFs?
So basically the way I understand ETFs is ganito. So in terms of gold, there's no involvement na owning and buying physical gold. You're only making a transaction based on the assumption ng price. So basically, sabihin na lang natin Bitcoin. Okay? So pumunta ka sa isang company sa Amerika na nag-offer ng ETF ng Bitcoin. So bumili ka ng ETF doon. You don't actually physically own the Bitcoin. Wala kang Bitcoin. Pero kapag tumaas yung ETF mo, you still make profit.
Yes.
You still make profit. So you don't. There's a huge money sa mga exchange traded funds. Laking pera, but that's ETF, which is a very separate topic na it's more an investment na.
Yes. Ang ganda ng explanation ni Bobby about cryptocurrency. Nagsimula siya from way behind, then sana na fully understand natin kung bakit dumating ang solusyon from a problem, 'di ba? From a problem, then nagkaroon ng solution ng cryptocurrency. So ang ganda lang ng explanation ni Bobby. Which leads to my next question para sa mga listeners natin. Paano nga ba sila makakapag-invest into cryptocurrency?
Okay. So sa cryptocurrency, to start, dalawa lang talaga. Number one, saan ka bibili? Okay? So kung saan ka bibili ng cryptocurrency, tinatawag namin silang exchanges. Yan yung pangalan nila. So madami. Sa New Zealand, may Easy Crypto, then you got Binance, Coinbase. Madami siya all over the world na pwede ka naman bumili. Okay? Yun yung isang kailangan mo. Gawa ka lang ng account, you pay with your debit card, and then you buy a certain amount of digital currency. Now, kapag bumili ka, of course, isi-send nila sa'yo. So, kailangan mo ng digital wallet. Parang yung traditional wallet natin, dyan mo itatago yung pera mo. Okay? So, kailangan mo ng digital wallet, and kailangan mong bumili sa exchange. So those are the only two na parang, to be able to start, yan yung kailangan mo to be able to complete and own a digital currency. Yeah. So wallet and punta sa exchange kung saan ka bibili ng cryptocurrency.
Yes.
So paano ba? May tanong ka ba? Sige, ikaw ba?
Sige, ikaw muna dyan. Anak, itabi mo.
Tabi mo ako na. Anak, itabi mo. Hindi, maganda kasi maganda yung unang natin, yung explanation ni Bobby. Parang, kasi may narinig ko lang yung about sa crypto. Hindi naman ako expert talaga. So, napakaganda nung explanation mo from the beginning to, yung parang napaisip lang ako about sa using the same logic siguro. Yung pera pwede mo i-print and then may pera na ulit. So therefore bumababa yung value ng actual pera. Pero sa crypto, since may limit sila, tumataas yung parang constant na tumataas yung currency ng Bitcoin ng cryptocurrency. Pero bakit bakit parang may mga times na lumalagapak yung value ng Bitcoin?
That's good. That's a very good question. Okay. Sa
Excuse me lang,
traditional...
guys.
Sige. Sa traditional na stock market, yung traditional investment natin, Christian, nasanay kasi tayo na yung mga movement is nasa mga 1%, 2%. Pagka pumato ng 5% yan sa stocks, medyo pinapawisan na yung mga manager na yan. Kasi feeling nila it's the end of the world na. And then, ayun na parang, okay, saan tayo kukuha ng pera to inject para hindi masyadong, mag-worse itong stocks natin. So, that's the traditional stocks. Sa cryptocurrency, and this is so important, I'm glad na tinanong mo to kasi before people invest in cryptocurrency, I need them to understand something. The movement in cryptocurrency, malakihan. So, if may nakita kayo sa news na crypto down by 25%, crypto down by 50%. Kami na we know the details, we know the history, we know the data, and we know that that's normal. We're just chill. Pero yung mga medyo bago pa and they don't really know what they're doing, medyo natatakot sila kasi they compare na okay, kung sa stock market 5%, parang lulubog na yan. Tapos dito 50% like, oh my God, okay, ano bang nangyari? So sa cryptocurrency, we're okay with 30%, 50%. And if you look at the history in the last 10 years sa Bitcoin, it has fluctuated na bumaba ng 30%, 40%, 50%, I think even 62%. Pero the deeper it dives, the higher it bounds. And if you look at the last 10 years, it's always trending up talaga. So, kagaya ng stock market, it will down. Hindi pwede. Kasi may bibili, may magbebenta, may bibili, may magbebenta. Pero yung, which I've mentioned before pa na nito is, 2021, iba yung participants natin ngayon compared to the last 10 years ng Bitcoin and cryptocurrency na market. This year, dito na nagsulputan yung tinatawag naming whales. Sila yung mga bigatin sa stock market. Sila yung mga bigatin sa mga ETFs. Sila yung talagang bilyon-bilyon yung pera, okay, na dinadala sa cryptocurrency. Now, if you're a billionaire, kasi umabot ng 62K yung Bitcoin March.
Yun, naalala ko yun.
Yeah. If you're a billionaire and you've got 50 billion na ipapasok sa cryptocurrency, would you really buy at 62 or would you cause some fears and fake news para matakot yung iba, ibenta at bumaba? So yun yung nangyari. Sabay-sabay actually sila. Which is, alam namin, it's very coordinated yung mga billionaires. So, yeah, so because of the fear, people sell, and then guess what happened pagpatong ng 30, 31, and 32,000 ng Bitcoin? Ayun, nagbilihan na. And last night, actually, there was another, I think 60 billion na binili na Bitcoin. Bitcoin alone lang yung isang digital currency lang yun. So, they're stocking up right now because this is what they wanted. Na dumating sa ganitong level, and then mapapansin ninyo, the last few months, puro negative news, pero tingnan nyo yung last 2 weeks, even last week and until now, positive lahat. Lahat ng mga known investor na always nagsisay ng negative about cryptocurrency, ayun, isa-isa na silang nasa news na parang bumili, nag-invest. Even Warren Buffett, I think everybody knows Warren Buffett, the god of investment. He always say, hindi siya into cryptocurrency. He doesn't believe it. Yun yung news before. But
hanggang ano lang siya, Bobby, hanggang eggs and basket lang siya. Ngayon nasa computer.
Couple of days ago, we got the information na he's putting $500 million sa cryptocurrency, and that's a Bitcoin ETF. Okay, so if Warren, who is the god of investor, already puts his money in, for me, that's a very good confirmation.
Napakaganda.
We are up to something now. I'm not telling people to invest, but I just want people to really understand that there's a reason behind the fear. Okay? These billionaires want to buy it at a cheaper level. They don't want to buy at 62 or 100,000 a Bitcoin. They want to buy it cheap. And then from there, larga na. Okay? So, yeah. Oo.
Actually, may nakakwentuhan ako about dyan nga sa mga ganyan tactics ng mga whales, yung term ng mga whales. Ang simple analogy sa akin is merong gold, may 5 gold. Tigigisa kayong gold. Then ang gusto lang nila para ang gusto ng mga whales is kuhanin ng gold mo. Then sasabihin nila, magsasabi nga sila ng bad something para ibenta mo or bibilin nila sa ganitong price. Kumita ka ng 10%, sabihin natin kumita ka ng 10%, then binili nila. Then lahat ng gold is nasa kanila na. Syempre, ang tendency is tataas din yung value ng gold nila kasi sila na lang yung meron ngayon. So, yun yung simple analogy na binigay sa kausap ka dati, which makes fully sense. Kasi yung mga big companies like yung mga whales nga, punta natin yung tinatawag na whales is andyan na sila, nag-enter na sila sa market for Bitcoin, which is sobrang bago kasi hindi pa natin nadidinig. Si Elon, ang first ko nadidinig talaga is si Elon Musk nung bumili siya ng Bitcoin before a few months ago. Siya ba
nagkwento sa'yo yan, Bert? No?
Hindi naman si Elon Musk. Hindi naman si Elon Musk. Pero yun talaga doon ko na realize na cryptocurrency is it's something na you need to take serious kung talagang gusto mong kumita. Hindi ka dapat natatakot sa volatility na tinatawag natin na kasi na sobrang volatile niya na bababa tataas, sabi nga ni Bobby 62%. Kung 62% sabihin natin sa 100,000 mo, naubos na yung 62,000 mo, anong feeling mo doon, di ba? Sobrang down mo na.
yung isang kong tanong, yung sabi mong yung mga updates, yung kung sino mga billionaires na bumibili ng mga Bitcoin, nasa news ba yun? Or may ba sila? Nag-tweet ba sila na buying 500 million Bitcoin? Parang ganun. Or may tinitingnan kang website na kung saan sila
you follow certain people sa Twitter, I follow certain people sa Twitter, pero yung sa akin kasi, because I'm a serious investor sa crypto, I have mentors na nag-guide sa akin in terms of building the portfolio. Ina-update nila ako 4 times a week. We do like more than an hour session. So that's about 6 hours per week na we're digging in what's happening sa market. So most of my information galing sa kanila, but at the same time I always check the Twitter. I don't really check na yung kung ilalabas ng New Zealand Herald, yung mga nagsusulat doon, they don't even know about crypto. Pero may mga certain lang ako mga websites like yung app na Blockfolio, they're actually also giving good news, yung non-biased news. So Blockfolio is one. You can download sa app. There's some news there if gusto mong talagang mag-trace kung anong nangyayari. But yeah, may nag-feed sa amin ng information in terms of what's really happening and lalo sa mga movement ng pera. Yeah.
And then based dun ba sa news na yun, binibase mo dun yung decision making mo kung mag-dip ka or kung pull out ka or something?
So there are different ways to really invest. I'm not yung talagang day trader or swing trader. I don't do that kasi the way I see blockchain in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, iba talaga kasi blockchain was created to solve the problems in our society. Like yung El Salvador, have you heard yung country na El Salvador na ginawa
sila yung
Bitcoin tender? And a lot of people don't realize na most people sa El Salvador walang bank account. Now, through blockchain and Bitcoin, just a digital wallet, they can now send and receive money. So it actually solves a lot of problems. So I'm only talking about Bitcoin, but there's a lot of things na blockchain is solving. And I think para lang medyo hindi puro Bitcoin yung i-discuss natin, I'll do yung. So out of 8,000 project, I've also invested in VeChain. So VE tapos chain. VeChain is just another digital currency. Pero the reason why pinili ko siya to discuss tonight, gusto ko lang malaman ninyo na everybody knows Louis Vuitton, di ba? Yung mga bags na mamahaling bags ng mga babae, Louis Vuitton. Anong problema ng Louis Vuitton ngayon? Packing bags. Okay? Ang daming packing bags. So, the way blockchain will help, well, in ongoing na yung partnership nila. So, they're now formulating kung paano i-incorporate yung blockchain code sa mga bags. But, basically, ganito mangyayari. It will eliminate lahat ng second-hand bags na mga peke. Okay? Kasi, kung bibili ako sa TradeMe, makikita ko na yung blockchain code doon, which is, I'm pretty sure it will be engraved inside the bag na hindi siya maapektuhan yung design, but it will be engraved there so that makikita sa picture na, okay, so ito yung blockchain code, ilagay mo siya sa blockchain, makikita mo na kailan ginawa yung bag sa factory, kailan lumabas yung bag sa factory, ilang owners na ang dumaan sa particular na bag na yon. Everything is in the blockchain. So now, no one can really parang sell you a fake bag. Kasi you will just have to ask, give me the blockchain code, pakita mo sa picture na nandoon talaga sa bag, and then I will check sa blockchain, andun na lahat ng data.
Medyo mind-blown ako dun.
Galing.
Kasi para siyang serial, kung isipin mo, technically isa siyang serial number na may record.
Yes.
Kasi technically yung serial number, if, di ba, kung sa Apple, makikita mo yung history nun, pero hindi nila makikita kung saan dumaan.
Yes. So, the beauty about blockchain is hindi mo matamper yung information. Kaya siya tinawag na blockchain kasi it's a series of blocks. Okay? So, maraming blocks. Yung isang block, nandoon maraming transaction. Sabihin natin thousands of transactions. So, tawagin natin block A, block B, block C. So, yung tatlo na lang yan, para lang very simple, sabihin natin puno na yung block A ng information, ng transaction, block B puno na rin, block C puno na rin, and then yung hacker, gusto niyang i-hack yung blockchain A kasi nandito yung information na gusto niyang dayain. Yung hacker na yon, kailangan niyang i-hack yung blockchain C and i-hack niya yung blockchain B to be able to hack blockchain A. But hindi niya magagawa yon kasi lahat, yung blockchain kasi is a series of computer all over the world na connected.
Network.
Kapag hinak mo yung information on blockchain C, makikita malalaman na nila na parang, okay, but may odd. There's something odd doon sa coding. Tapos, ayun. Kaya, hindi mo matamper yung data.
Yeah,
hindi mo matamper yung data.
Yes.
Napakaganda.
Galing.
So, ano na bang nangyayari ngayon? Louis Vuitton, I'm pretty sure Gucci, BMW is also partnered with VeChain kasi yung odometer, alam mo yung nabibenta ng second-hand car tapos pinapalitan yung odometer para to see na mababa pala yung mileage, hindi naman. Yung mga pagkain sa mga grocery para hindi expired yung nilalagay sa mga shelves so that natatrack na from the factory. Ito yung box na ito yung expiry. Hindi mo talaga siya mabibigay sa mga consumer na expired. Pero ang recent ngayon na blows my mind just 2 days ago, vaccine. VeChain has just been approved to be used to track kung sino na yung na-vaccinate. So meaning to say, ako, fully vaccinated na ako, makikita na sa blockchain. So if I travel to Australia, I don't even have to show any paper. I don't have to show any app. Sa blockchain mismo, makikita na, okay, so Bobby Chua has actually had 2 doses on this date. Ito yung Pfizer ba? You know, ito yung vaccine. Like, it's so good right now na parang, oh my God, buti na lang dumating yung blockchain on the time na talagang kailangan natin. That's why I invest on blockchain. It's not because I want to make money. I mean, yes, but I'm just so positive in terms of what it can do sa society natin. It just solves the problem sa society natin. Yeah.
Galing.
Yung
Ang ganda nung...
Yung next question ko, Bobby, sorry. May tanong ka pa, Bert?
Hindi, wala na.
Ay, yung next question ko, yung, kasi lahat naman siguro tayo in it for, you know, how to make money talaga nun sa cryptocurrency. And na-describe mo na din yung types of investments, yung hindi ka day trader. So, paano nga ba paano ako kumikita sa ano? Yung parang, nasa wallet mo lang ba, nakakita mo, oh, may pera ako, pero hanggang doon lang ba siya or meron din ba siyang
okay.
Di ba yung sa investment na tinatawag
I'll...
na dividend, yung parang ganun?
Yes. Oo. So there are different ways to capitalize cryptocurrency in an investment aspect. Number 1, buy and hold. So ako, that's one of my things that I do. I buy certain projects and I just hold them because masyado pa tayong maaga. Like, masyado pang maaga para mag-cash out ka. Okay? Like, I'm even planning siguro at least 5 years or at least 10 years. Or maybe iwan ko na lang sa anak ko. Kasi by that time, the worth is talagang, you can't even imagine yung multiplier. So number 1, buy and hold. I hold projects na for me is solving a lot of problems sa society. Okay? Kasi that will attract investors. Number 2, staking. Yan yung parang sinasabi mong dividend na, okay, so bumili ako ng, let's say, Bitcoin, and then nilagay ko siya sa isang platform lang. Doon ko lang siya tinambay. Parang bank account. Parang dineposit mo lang siyang term deposit. Okay, so ganun siya. So, number 2, you can buy and hold, and you put it somewhere to stake so that it's earning. Pero, you're not earning 1% the same way as the bank is giving you all over the world ngayon. It's like 1% lang. Yung mga staking ko, all over my digital portfolio, merong 12% per year, merong 40% per year, and the other one is 58% per year. And yung 58%, I hate to say this, but there's no risk. I hate to say this talaga, but there's no risk. Yung 58% ko is a, tinatawag namin siyang decentralized finance, which is like the bank, na it's a different form of bank na kasi nga, wala, decentralized, no one owns it, no one controls it. It's the people that controls it. So, staking and buying and hold, and then yung isang ginagawa ko ngayon is providing liquidity. And gusto ko lang itong i-explain kasi for some people, lalo na nag-crypto na ngayon, medyo mahirap sa kanila i-understand ang providing liquidity. So, yung mga binibili kong cryptocurrency, some of it, nilalagay ko sa isang platform in a form of liquidity. So, tinutulungan ko sila na magkaroon ng pera. So, in a simple terms, sa society natin is ganito. Let's say si Christian, meron siyang, sabihin natin, meron siyang 1 million na New Zealand dollars. Okay, nanalo siya ng loto. Nilagay niya sa bangko, okay, but unconsciously, hindi niya alam, is actually providing the bank some liquidity. The bank will probably give you 2% or 3% kasi nga ang laki ng dineposit mo. But what the bank is doing to your money is pinapautang nila, and they're charging 19% personal loan. Pinapautang nilang car loan, they're charging 12%, but they're only paying you 2%. and they do all the things sa money mo. So they're capitalizing your money. Providing liquidity is the same aspect na naglagay ka ng pera sa isang platform, pero yung platform na yon is actually yung mga profit doon mapupunta sa iyo kasi nga decentralized, wala namang CEO, manager, supervisor. So ano ba yung mga platform na yon? Things like Uniswap where nagsaswap ka ng tokens, okay? Kada magsaswap ka ng Bitcoin to another coin, may fees. Okay? So may fees kang binabayan. Para kang nagpa-change ng New Zealand dollar to Australian dollar. Di ba may fees? Okay.
Exchange, yung parang fee na pang.
Yun yung nakukuha mo. So yung fees. So not only nagpo-provide ka ng liquidity, every time na may nagpapalit ng mga digital currency on that platform, you actually earn a portion of the fees. So that's a different form din ng investment sa crypto. So for me personally, yun yung ginagawa ko, buying and hold, staking, which is kind of like a term deposit, and then providing liquidity is simply, it's kind of like staking, but it's an upgraded level na you're earning fees pa talaga on top pa ng interest mo. Kasi may interest din eh. And then fees pa talaga. So, yun yung 3 ways on how I diversify yung sa akin. Yeah.
Parang interesting yung yung
tinatax po ba yun?
Liquidity.
Yes, definitely. Pero the way tax works kasi sa New Zealand, I'm not gonna talk about other countries kasi sa New Zealand lang yung alam ko. Sa New Zealand, definitely, if you're buying and then selling and then buying and then selling, you should be declaring it with the IRD. But if you're only buying and holding, basically you're not liable for tax kasi you're just buying and holding. So kahit pa 5 taon ka hindi nag-file, madali lang yan kasi hindi ka man nag-cash out eh. Parang bahay, umabot na ng 1 million ng bahay, hindi mo naman kinash out. So why would you pay tax? Pero yung mga staking and tsaka yung iba, yes. Kapag malakihan na, definitely. Yeah.
Yung siguro, day traders, usually they pay taxes.
Yeah. Even yung mga forex na nagte-trade ng mga forex pairs, they pay they pay tax. Pero yung buying and holding, you can worry about your tax a bit later na kung buy and hold ka lang talaga, like bili ka lang ng bili.
Doon sa sinabi
and
mo
meron
ways. Anak. Ako muna.
Sige, ikaw muna.
Hindi, Sir Bobby, doon sa sinabi niyong ways na bumibili kayo ng yung the way nag-invest kayo sa crypto. Alin po doon yung pinaka mataas na returns?
Long term.
Yung long term
is buying and hold. Especially when you're holding a very promising digital currency. Okay? Yung sa akin lang kasi, while I'm buying and holding it, gusto ko siyang mag-multiply. So staking and providing liquidity are just some of the ways na tumaas pa yung quantity ng, let's say, Bitcoin na I'm currently holding. Kumbaga. But the long-term game is you hope, is similar talaga siya sa investment. Bumili ka ng Tesla, benta mo after 10 years, then you cash out na. Kasi that should go up, lalo na yung mga SpaceX ni Elon Musk. So, it's really the same. Iba lang talaga ang market condition ng crypto, lalo na this year. Kasi ito na yung adoption phase eh. It's not, wala na tayo sa stage na will it work? The partners ng mga like VeChain alone, the partners na mga tinutulungan nila, pati yung mga basura sa ocean, VeChain is the only solution para makalculate gaano kadaming basura ang nakolekta ng isang business. Like it's so mind-blowing na it's really good yung blockchain. So long term, it's kapag mag-invest, it's not a quick rich scheme sa cryptocurrency. You have to understand the project, and if you see the vision ng project, then long term talaga.
And then yung
I think
isa ko pang
same.
tanong.
Sige, ang dami kang tanong.
Dami kong
Ikaw na.
tanong eh, dami kong tanong. Hindi, actually, dito sa New Zealand.
Hindi, actually, Sir Bobby, ako kasi nag-invest na ako. Meron na ako, nag-start na ako mag-invest this year talaga. Since January. Ito si Christian, wala talaga siyang hindi.
Grabe ka.
Hindi ka pa
investment.
And then nag-invest na rin pala siya. Pero sa shares under siya sa market sa mostly sa US.
Kasi
Yes.
wala naman ako napapanadan.
Kaya mas madaming interesting question talaga si Christian. Kasi parang engaging talaga sa kanya kasi hindi niya alam.
Hindi kasi hindi ko naman talaga ni-research talaga eh. Wala naman akong although nasa IT field tayo, wala akong parang wala akong interest about dun sa masyado. Pero yung tanong ko, dito sa New Zealand, pag meron ka
Sige, tanong mo lang
pag meron ka, Sir Bobby, na investment, yung long-term investment sa cryptocurrency, pwede mo ba siyang gawing equity? Halimbawa, kung bibili ka ng bahay, sabihin mo, meron akong ditong worth na something.
At some point, I would say yes. Sa ngayon, hindi pa yan kasi I know kasi pero sa ngayon, that will not be considered pa as part of bibili ka ng bahay. At some stage, I would say yes. And the reason why I say yes, kasi China is now working on tinatawag nilang digital currency, digital yen. Okay? So, meaning to say, yan yung magiging pera nila, I don't know, maybe next year. Kaya sila ban ng crypto, pero sila pala meron ng plano. The typical China. May plano na sila. Japan,
parang WeChat lang, no? Yung social media.
Japan, I've just read today, ang central bank nila is already in the process na paglabas din ng yung Japanese yen na yuan pala yung isa sa China, yen yung Japanese yen. So yuan, they will also have their own digital currency. So ang mangyayari lang, and this is just how I see it, kasi nga governments cannot stop cryptocurrency, central banks are now forced to have their own digital currency. Kanya-kanya na. So parang Philippine digital currency. So meaning to say, and I don't know what will happen sa mga paper money natin, I just have a feeling na kung may 10,000 New Zealand dollars ka ngayon, if it's time na to let go of the fiat currency, i-convert lang yan ng bank to 10,000 New Zealand digital currency. So that's just how I see it. Okay, that's just my personal view. But central banks are now working on their own kanya-kanya na pera na digital.
So kasi medyo toxic positive po kasi ako, Sir Bobby. So since kung halimbawa in China mayroon silang sariling digital currency, Japan mayroon sarili, Louis Vuitton may sarili. Hindi ba yun worrying na parang kahit sino na lang merong digital currency na bumabalik tayo in the past na parang yung dun sa analogy mo na 1 sack of rice equals 3 sack of chicken. So parang halimbawa yung Bitcoin is not equal to Ethereum. Parang ganun. So parang kung yung parang bumabalik, 'di ba? So parang iba-iba na naman yung currency and then
so yung conversation about digital currency na per country, that's an idea ngayon na parang gustong gawin ng mga governments and central banks kasi they want to participate and control the digital currency. Kasi yung digital currency na gagawin nila, kontrolado nila it's centralized. The digital currency, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of the digital currency, it's actually decentralized. So when more and more people are getting educated about cryptocurrency, people will actually adopt more the decentralized. Kasi nga, nakita na natin how the fiat currency went for the last, for the history of fiat currency na it's not good when someone can control it and when someone can just multiply it. So, ganun din yung the digital currency is no different than fiat currency. That's going to be the same, I think, sa kanila na gagawin ng gobyerno kasi they want to be able to control. Pero people will still adapt the decentralized na mga projects. So sa crypto, yes, may centralized, merong decentralized. I don't really participate and spend too much time sa mga centralized na mga projects kasi at the end of the day, parang it defeats the purpose ng digital currency, kumbaga. Yeah. Pero what China is trying to do is they want the world to use their digital currency. That's what they want to do. And I'm pretty sure what will happen is the world will say, I'm sorry, no. Okay, we will still stick with Bitcoin, Ethereum, kasi those are decentralized. We're not gonna use your digital currency.
So, yun yung reason behind tingin mo, Sir Bobby, kung bakit binan nila yung yung cryptocurrency
nag-ban
sa
sila
China.
ng crypto. You know what's the funny thing about that? If you look at the history since the last 10 years, every year actually sila naglalabas ng news. And nilalabas nila yung nagbaban sila ng news, nagbaban sila ng crypto na news, nilalabas nila on the time na mataas yung Bitcoin because they wanted to plunge and then they buy. Ganun lang naman eh. It's always fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We call it FUD. FUD. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. When you scare people away, binibenta nila yung mga Bitcoin nila and then the big whales buy it.
Isa din pala silang big whale.
Tingnan niyo yung history. I think it's 8 times na or 10 times na naglabas ng article yung China. Sa amin, that's normal. Tinatawanan lang namin yan. It's like, again. But yeah, it has no impact naman talaga. Kasi ang pwede mo lang i-ban is yung exchange. The blockchain itself, the cryptocurrency, hindi mo siya mababan eh. Yung exchange lang, kung saan ka bibili at magbebenta, magka-cash out, yun, pwede mo yun siya. Kasi regulated yun eh. At saka centralized yun. So, pwede mo siyang i-ban, but kahit pa i-ban na cryptocurrency, I can still send you some cryptocurrency. Even if they put a ban, the blockchain is there eh. Walang may-ari ng blockchain eh. We can still do transaction. Kaya nga, every time na nagbaban, na may naririnig kayong ban na news, wala lang. Tuloy pa rin kami. We're just buying. We're still sending. We're just transacting.
Yun yung best time. Yun yung best time bumili, no?
Yes.
Whale din pala yung China. Sila siguro yung Moby Dick. Sila yung
I
pinakamalaki, no?
I need to add one last thing. I don't want to forget about this, about sa decentralized na blockchain. Mahilig ako mag-post sa Facebook wall ko about educating about blockchain and cryptocurrency. And I want people to really understand this, how powerful blockchain. Kasi di ba nakita niyo yung Louis Vuitton, BMW, and vaccine? That's just the tip. I posted something sa Facebook which is actually ganito. Di ba sa Auckland, for the last few weeks, ang dami nating mga problema na nakita, like nurses nagsa-strike, bus drivers nagsa-strike for wage, then merong cycle lane na 600 million na
dun sa Harbor Bridge
pinag-argue. Budget ng gobyerno para sa healthcare doon sa mga gamot na hindi subsidized, masyadong mababa. There's a lot of things there na problema. And napapansin niyo ba na in each country, we only have few people deciding for the whole population of 5 billion people. Sa Philippines, there's 120 million people. There's like what? 10 people, 20 people na nasa government na nagde-decide. So what I posted actually is what I envision na blockchain will do. Sa blockchain kasi, wala kaming president, prime minister. Sa blockchain kasi, lahat kami, meron kaming right to say. So ang nakikita ko is the government will be adopting the blockchain, i-incorporate nila ang blockchain sa gobyerno. Okay? And ito yung mangyayari. Lahat ng tao na nagtatrabaho, di ba nagbabayad tayo ng tax? Yung tax na yon, it will be, bibigyan ka ng gobyerno ng X amount of tokens. So kung nagbabayad ka ng 10,000 worth ng tax sa New Zealand government, so through the blockchain, bibigyan ka ng, sabihin na lang natin, 10,000 worth of government na tokens. Okay? Yung tokens na yon, gagamitin mo siya para mag-vote. Okay? So you will be voting and saying yes or no sa mga projects kung saan mapupunta ang taxpayer money. So ibig sabihin, hindi lang isang tao na finance minister ang magde-decide para sa 5 milyong tao. It's actually the middle class, kasi the middle class is the working hard na families. Doon mostly nanggagaling yung tax eh. So, in my opinion, mas sakto lang na sa kanila din nanggagaling yung desisyon. So, meaning to say, if you're a taxpayer and then through the blockchain, may natatanggap kang X amount of tokens equivalent doon sa contribution mo sa community ng tax, gagamitin mo yun like, okay, sa nurses, do you agree na tataasan yung sahod? So let's say you put 1,000 worth of tokens na, governance tokens. I-vote mo doon. Okay, I'll put 1,000 vote kasi I agree na kailangan ng nurses ng safe staffing. Sa bridge, it's not important. I'm not gonna put anything there. Hindi ako boboto dyan. And then, ano pa yung ibang problema? Okay. Cancer drugs na hindi subsidized, kulang na kulang yung pera. Okay, ayan, I think for me, yung taxpayers' money, a portion of it should go there. So, nakikita niyo na if we do that, hindi lang actually isang tao sa gobyerno or 2, 3, 4 of them na nagde-decide para sa atin, tayo mismo na taxpayers' money, tayo mismong taxpayers ang nagde-decide sa anong project ba mapupunta yung pera ng taxpayers. Now, the most interesting part ng concept na I've posted about this is ganito. To be able to vote, of course, kailangan mo magtrabaho to be able to pay tax. So meaning to say, and I this is not discriminating anyone, but what this will do lang talaga is there are people kasi na inaabuso yung gobyerno, yung sustento. What this means is yung mga taong gustong bumoto, okay, for certain projects, they really have to find a way to work to be able to pay tax and earn those governance tokens which give them right to vote. Okay? Kasi kung gusto nila na, etong project na to, gusto naming supportaan sana, well, you guys have to work hard, pay your tax, get some governance token, and then you guys do a proposal sa gobyerno and then let the people of New Zealand vote. Kumbaga. So, that concept, I did post that and a lot of people actually said, yes, that's so fair. Kasi it's so fair talaga. Like, tayo ang nagde-decide. So that's literally what decentralized is. That's what blockchain is. It's giving transparency and it's giving power back to the people. Yeah.
So, ang ganda. Sobrang ganda ng idea ng shinare mo doon. At it gives purpose para dun sa everyone na nagtatrabaho na they earn what they can get. They can in simple terms nakukuha nila kung ano yung nabibigay nila, di ba?
Yeah. And they're part of the community. Yeah.
They're part of the community. Yes. Pero ang gusto ko lang din idagdag doon is syempre sana mayroong certain portion na may bibigay. Kasi ako, Sir Bobby, ako talaga parang sobrang leaning towards ako sa education to give opportunity for everyone. Yun yung parang understanding ko kung paano, not just in New Zealand but in the Philippines as well, na for everyone to get an opportunity, they need to be educated to do something. Like kung wala yung bata, ano lang yan blanco lang yan parang clean canvas lang yan. Unless bigyan mo ng education yan, makakuha siya ng skills through education, doon pa lang siya makakahanap ng magandang trabaho. Parang what I want to say is, ang ganda ng idea na yun, pero syempre sana meron ding certain portion na may hindi makakalimutan. Kasi alam naman natin yung ang tao is may kanya-kanyang desire, may kanya-kanyang gusto makuha from the money they pay, syempre. Pero ang may dadagdag ko lang doon is sana wag natin kalimutan yung major things na kailangan ng tao. Food, shelter, and education. Yun lang naman. Pero ang ganda ng idea.
So that idea is just a general idea on how we can apply blockchain at saka yung governance na decentralized. But definitely, it hasn't been tried by any government yet. But for me lang ba na,
it's just a possibility. No.
If that happens, that's going to be really good kasi tayong mga taxpayers would finally have something to say yes or no to the projects na pagbubuhusan ng pera, kumbaga.
Yes. And it's really fair para sa mga taxpayers talaga.
Ako, I don't disagree, pero medyo mind-blowing talaga yung blockchain. Kasi halos ngayon ko lang talaga na-comprehend yung the way cryptocurrency works. So napakaganda ng episode natin ngayon dahil doon. And at the same time, I'm a bit scared of the future kasi technically na-describe natin is all positive, pero there are certain things na hindi natin na-discuss, which is yung negative effect. There's a reason why kung bakit hindi pa nila ginagawa yung ganun or something. Kasi maybe some human rights or hindi makatarungan. It wouldn't be fair for everyone, di ba? And para sa akin lang, ang kagandahan nung siguro nung the whole episode na yung i-wrap up ko na, Bert, baka pwede pa tayo mag part 2.
Episode 2.
Mag part 2 kasi ang ganda ng usapan natin, ang ganda ng usapan nung napakaganda ng pagka-explain ni Sir Bobby about sa cryptocurrency. So i-wrap up ko lang about doon. If kung gusto ko na mag-start mag-invest, Sir Bobby, saan ako magsisimula as a New Zealander?
Sige. So 2 ways. One is DYOR, which means do your own research. Okay, so that's the first one, and most people will fall into that category kasi nga bago pa and they're a bit scared pa in terms of talaga magseseryoso. And then from there, kapag DYOR na sila and talagang they wanna bump up to the next level, yung next level na is yun yung ginagawa ko. You've now got investors and you've now got mentors guiding you in building your portfolio. Pero yung part na yun, of course, nagbabayad ka na. Kasi even yung KiwiSaver natin, we're actually paying management fees kasi may nagmamanage. Pero yung sa second part na magsiseryoso ka na, just to be clear, you're not giving away any money. Yung mga educators, mentors, and investors, they're actually just giving you information na valuable. Ikaw pa rin magde-decide, ikaw magkocontrol ng pera. So you're not giving anything, they're just guiding you. So yun yung 2 ways. DYOR muna, start, and if medyo kampante, then you jump up. Madami namang different platforms na can guide you. Basta make sure lang na talagang makikita mong scam if nanghihingi ng pera, nanghihingi ng wallet address mo. Anything na hinihingi sa'yo, basically that should be a scam. Kasi sa cryptocurrency, it should be ikaw lahat ang nagmamanage. Doesn't matter kung bago ka, lahat dapat ikaw nagmamanage and ikaw lang ang nakakaalam. Okay? Lalo na yung mga password, dapat ikaw lang nakakaalam. You don't give anything. Don't give anything at all talaga. Whatever happens, don't give anything. Kasi it defeats the whole purpose ng cryptocurrency. Yeah.
And then, isa ka na po ba dun sa mga advisors na pwedeng...
So, doon sa platform na I'm currently paying, I'm one of the students, but I'm also teaching others na mga bago. So, in a way, tinutulungan ko din sila. Yung mga bagong student. But they're not paying me, ha? We're paying the platform. We're just, tinutulungan ko lang sila in a sense, kumbaga.
That's very good.
Ang ganda nun. So, yung platform na yan, New Zealand based siya or whole world?
It's worldwide siya.
It's a world. Yes. Ganda. Since na-wrap up mo na rin naman, ituloy natin to for episode 2 next week, no? Kasi
Depende
feeling
kung
ko
available ulit, Sir Bobby. Pero feeling ko kailangan natin ng part 2.
Part 2 talaga, definitely.
Ganda.
Kailangan natin ng part 2.
Kung available si
Ang
Sir Bobby. Madami pa akong tanong eh.
To be honest, magandang usapan. Alam mo yung cryptocurrency, isa siyang parang, alam yung pwede tayong mag-inuman for the whole night and we can just talk cryptocurrency. Ganon siya pag-usapan ang crypto talaga. And, you know, lalo na if you have started and then nag-research ka na, it's something good na pinag-uusapan, lalo na sa, kapag nag-iinuman, definitely.
Anyway,
siguro
guys,
pag nag-inuman tayo, last si Lodi Rico nagaya din eh. Baka eto si Sir Bobby makainuman na rin.
Makainuman natin.
Isang grupo ng job sila mo nagiinuman na nagkukwentuhan. Why not? Pero ayun, for now, yun muna yung pagkukwentuhan natin about cryptocurrency. Standby, marami pa po tayong ikukwento about crypto and how to invest and
siguro pag-usapan natin next time yung mining
sa atin.
Ano pa ba?
Ang dami pa, no? Ang dami pa.
Iba-ibang klase Dogecoin.
Iba. Dogecoin, ang dami pang pwede pag-usapan. So, i-wrap up na po. For now, ito muna. Thank you, Sir Bobby.
Salamat din.
Thank you sa listeners natin.
I-schedule po namin kayo next time kung kailan kayo available then same thing, ganito ulit, pag-usapan ulit natin about cryptocurrency. But thank you for time. Thank you sa pag-accommodate ng invitation namin. May message ba kayo sa mga sa mga listeners natin for now?
Sige. So, if you decide na mag-invest sa cryptocurrency, and actually not just cryptocurrency, with other investment, do not spend something na you're not willing to lose. And that's a general rule for investment. Do not spend something na you're not willing to lose. Wag ibenta yung bahay, wag ibenta yung sasakyan just because it's so promising yung isang project. Be a responsible investor then. Okay? So, yun yung pinakamabigat talaga. Wag basta-bastang maglagay ng malaking pera if hindi mo din naiintindihan, and if you're not willing na, to lose that money, no, don't.
Ganda. Thank you, Sir Bobby. We'll see you next same episode. Titled episode. Pero definitely magkikita ulit tayo. Thank you, Sir Bobby. Guys, thank you. Makinig lang kayo. Please follow our